Jesus.
We didn't have a choice. We was already doing for ourselves. Even with all the oppression, we were accomplishing things far greater than the black and blacks have done. They've done very little, except bring you the teaching, the belief, because that's all teachings is. I believe. We don't need to believe no more. We need to know. They have nothing to lose. I didn't have nothing to lose. Pow, 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 pow. Iran needs to continue. Pow, 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 pow. How many of you have heard of Mike Tyson? Shout out to Mike Tyson, one of my favorite boxers. I know. Don't make no sense to even try to lie. I know I could not be in the ring with Mike Tyson. It's not gonna happen. Even when I was younger, I'm not gonna get in the. I'm not gonna say I wouldn't, but I know that I wouldn't. I cannot beat Mike Tyson. But that don't mean I can't beat Mike Tyson. Because Mike Tyson is still human. And as great as Mike Tyson is, if he make a mistake, like we said in the hood, if you trip, I can beat Mike Tyson. He's stronger than I am. He weighs more than I am. He's a professional boxer. But if he trips, I can beat Mike Tyson. And the number one thing is, don't be scared. You have in your mind, I can beat this dude. Don't be scared. He's nothing but a man. So you get in the ring with Mike Tyson and you just watch for the weakness, the weak spots. He make a mistake. And you can knock Mike Tyson out. Iran knows that it cannot just outright battle the United States. So now Iran is using strategy. Well, I cannot physically go toe-to-toe with the United States, but what I can do, we're going to mess with them economically. So you can keep throwing bombs all you want to. I'm going to throw my bombs at what feeds you, feeds your allies, feeds the world. I'm going to mess this oil line up. I'm going to disrupt this Strait of Hormuz. I'm going to hit your data centers. I'm going to take on your bases where you got your planes and your other crap just laying there. And anybody that supported you, I'm going to kick them in that. That's what I did when I was locked up. I put out lawsuits not only against that stupid hospital, all the employees. I thought we was friends. You worked for them. Every employee, I could get their name or whatever, I sued them. It got to the point nobody wanted to mess with me no more. I don't mess with him. He'll sue you, take you to court. And the thing about it, it was all free. I have the right to use the legal system, and it was free for me to do it, and I done it. So I disrupted the employees, sued the doctors, sued everybody involved. But what really messed them up was when I filed a restraining order on them, claiming abuse. And abuse has to be investigated. See, when you're sitting behind bars and nobody helped you, you're just a victim. But when I began to send those motions out to people outside of them, it was on and popping. More and more countries are deciding, even though they might suffer, more and more countries are removing themselves away from the United States of America. They don't know part of that. It's an unjust war. It's an illegal war where they have already committed war crimes. These people need to be brought to justice. Just like they run around talking about bringing people to justice, Donald Trump and Bibi Nayabo and whatever his damn name is, all of them need to be brought to justice. They've committed war crimes because the cowards can't beat Iran. Playing fair, playing to the rules. Bunch of cowards. I am Iran, so I know how Iran feel. And Iran can beat them as long as they leave the nukes alone. But see, that's the problem here. If the United States and the blue state, they get so frustrated because they know they can't win this. And they want to go to nuclear warfare. That's Pandora's box. That means you open the door for everybody else. Well, the United States do it. We all can do it. So Taiwan is in trouble. South Korea is in trouble. Whole lot of folks going to be in trouble. And like I said, maybe World War III would be a good thing. Because if the men, we standing around here doing nothing, Mr. Leader, Mr. God, whatever, you deserve to die in hellfire. And you wish it on others, but you're going to see it yourself. That nuclear fire vaporize your body. You see your flesh dissolve. Because you sit on your ass begging for pussy. Smoking weed. Waiting on God. You praying to God while your body begin to melt. Your hair start frying. Because you let this Nazi and the Nazis massa take all of us to hell. I didn't want to say nothing, but I got to say, and I feel so much proud. I'm proud to say, I told you so. We're supposed to be in a better position. We should be able to take advantage of the 70% dissatisfaction. Because before we got to this point, we can actually show the American people, all the American people, this, like Montel Jordan said, this is how we do it with real leadership. Real leadership. You have no vision. You have no plan. You have no strategy. You have nothing. Jealous of little angel snubbed up 7 cars. We got the plan. We have the right mindset. We have the strategy. I've been around all this stuff. All this stuff that impressed you. I've been around it since I was a little boy. Been there, done that. I have grown. I understand what I was taught. While you regurgitate and you copy and you plagiarize and you sell fairy tale stories and you feed emotion and produce nothing. So now you have to suffer the consequences. You decided, all of you, Pan-African, Kemetic, whatever conscious, Nuwabian, all this stuff, whatever, the Moors, whatever, it's Nation of Islam, all of you have decided to stay on the boat with the orange Nazi. Now you have no choice but to ride. Because your faith is not in God. Your faith is not in Egypt or Yahshua, Yahshua, whatever, all this stuff that y'all believe in. No, your real faith, the peckerwood will protect you. The peckerwood will keep feeding you in this life. That's why you have the time to talk about women not giving you no pussy and sports and drugs and drinking and what Jay-Z did yesterday and God and go and worship the God. It's people in the Middle East trying to pray and these suckers dropping bombs on them. The first people to die in the war was little girls. I'm going to say this and get out of here. How can you as a man sit around and can't do nothing when these little girls, if men are protectors of women, how can you sit around and don't want to do nothing when little girls, little innocent children murdered like that? Well, they ain't mine. They could be yours. What did you do? What was it, 1963, 1964? Those 4 little girls was bombed in Alabama, I believe, in the church. What you do? Sandra Bland was killed. We basically don't do nothing. Mr. Man, Mr. Leader. What's her name? Breonna Taylor? We don't really do nothing. We beg and hope the peckerwood, give me justice, give me justice. But they went all out the way You go all out your way to murder another black man or woman, soul brother and sister. They went all out their way. They did not bother, what's his name? The director of the FBI, Herbert Hoover, whatever his damn name is. They ain't bother him. He's a troublemaker. They didn't try to knock him off. Oh, but Malcolm said something bad about our messenger. Malcolm a trouble, he's a slanderer. Who's more of a troublemaker than J. Edgar Hoover? Didn't do nothing to him. Didn't try to do nothing to him. But let me say something. Let a sister say something. Oh, we got to get them. I'm going to stab you. You disrespected my God. You disrespected. Who is more of a disrespect than this nation that you live in? And you don't do nothing, sit on your ass and talk about, gotta handle it. Gotta handle it. Mr. Man. Mr. God. Mr. Leader. I wouldn't follow you to the bathroom. Your leadership has done nothing for the black community. Absolutely nothing. They added nothing to the civil rights gains of the 1960s. Added nothing to it. Only benefit. Including all this blackity black Pan-African stuff. They talk about Dr. King or whatever. You benefit from it. You ain't added nothing. And these suckers slowly chipping away at all these gains. You just like them. We really don't need no reparations. We don't need that no more. Fool, stupid. As a leader, you know you might have to get down. You don't want to. Iran did not start this war. The war came to them. These pieces of trash been bringing war to us going on 500 damn years. And they're going to keep doing it until we decide, let's get down. We're going to have to get down. And this what was putting us in a position so we can get down. You can mess with us, but believe me, when it's over, you ain't gonna mess with us no more like that. I'm gonna say this and we're gonna get out of here. That's the message Iran is bringing to these pieces of trash. We can lose. But you ain't gonna mess with us like that no more. So it don't make no difference. Iran is gonna be the winner regardless. Like what we say here on this platform. We win even when we lose. So you can't beat us. Because even when we lose, we won. You're not going to beat Iran. Because Iran is going to win even when they lose. You pieces of garbage.